Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Gaming, and this video is called Let's Play Dawn of Titans. In this video I wanted to revisit some of the structures. I know there were some introduction videos that were out there a while back, but as we've developed in gameplay, some of the things have changed, so new players might need this information. You can see I started out by visiting the castle, which is the center of your kingdom. Just a real quick scroll through of some of the buildings that I own within my kingdom. Initially you're going to want to build some markets, you're going to want to build some farms. Your market, as you can see, is where you produce gold. Just like some other action strategy games, you level these up, you're going to produce more gold per hour. You want to collect them pretty frequently to make sure that they don't cap out, because they can only hold a certain amount of coins based on what level they are. You can also see that you have farms. Farms are going to feed your troops and also help you develop new troops. As you can see, it produces, once again, a certain amount as you grow those in level, 15, 16, 1700 per hour, so you do want to farm those on a fairly regular basis. The gold vault is actually where you store your gold, so increasing the size of your gold vault is going to allow you to hold more gold storage and build larger buildings later on in the game. The granny area is similar to the gold vault, but it's with your grain and your food resources, so you do want to develop those and advance those to higher levels later on in the game as well. This is the Hall of Titans, and the Hall of Titans is a real interesting building because your troops are commanded by a Titan. That's their general or their leader. And the Hall of Titans, advancing that allows you to get more Titans. It also allows you to go in and sort of see their stats and to view them and to add shards to them to develop them to higher levels a little bit later on. Here you can see just a couple of the samples of the Titans that I've been able to amass and also to level up varying degrees of levels as well, and different classes. The next building we're going to take a look at is the Relic Temple. The Relic Temple, what this does is it allows you to, you can farm different relics. You can either buy them or you can get them in battles. Every 24 hours you're given a free one, so we'll click on that and see what our free relic is. It looks like we got some food production, so I can actually add that to one of my farms and increase my output by 20%. So these are huge benefits, but the relics can range anywhere from combat relics to type of shards that you gain will be stored here. There are various spells, there are troop enhancements, there are troops that you can get. So this is a great place to, you start out with a certain level, and then as you buy more relic slots, you can increase up to a maximum of 500. You can also fuse your unwanted relics, so you can take a relic, add 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of the other relics to it to make it a more powerful relic and get more experience, or to have a longer lasting effect. This is your garrison, and your garrison, increasing that will increase the number of troops that defend your castle only, and the level of those troops. So the higher the level of garrison, the stronger your defense is going to be, harder it's going to be for opposing Titans to come in and take you down. Not to be confused with the army camp. The army camp is actually the troops that you will use when you go to battle to attack either someone else's fortress or someone else's floating lands. So the higher the army camp, the more troops that you can hold. You can also see down here is a portal. What the portal does is it regenerates your warp stones. Warp stones are used to use various attacks, whether it's attacking the solo campaign, attacking the floating lands, or attacking other troops. The higher your portal, the more warp stones you can generate. Your barracks are going to be used to train your troops. So expanding your barracks does not increase your troop level, but what it does, it allows you to queue more troops at the same time. I've yet to really need massive troops produced fast yet in game, because you have a feature that you can heal those as well. The Arcane Tower is for your spell upgrades. You can see here I have a Fireball level 14, and to upgrade it is 43,000 gold. So we're going to click on that, and you can see that it's going to take me 1 day and 20 hours in order to get that more powerful spell, or I could spend gems in game and just speed it through and skip that whole process. So we're going to go back up to the northwest area where my castle is, and you can see my castle is level 22. And if I go into the castle, these are different factions that will join your fight. You got the Unok, the Elythian, the Mossmane, and also the Ragnar. Once you unlock those, you will get specific buildings, and I have those down in the south area. Well, actually, I guess it's the west area if I have my map facing the normal direction. There's the Ragnar Keep. Increasing the Ragnar Keep will allow you to upgrade your troops to a higher level in the armory. Elythian Palace, these are the highly trained Elythian spearmen. You've got the Unok, who basically run around and throw fire grenades at people. You'll see some of those attacks a little bit later on. And then the Mossmane. Mossmane are really cool. and they have their little rock cairn that they live in, and increasing that will they're wolf riders. So they ride in and just smoke through, especially archers. They're really good offensively against archers. So we'll scroll through a little bit of my lands. You can see where I've upgraded and expanded. You won't start out with this much land. You'll have to pay for some of the upgrades and to expand it. There's the masonry yard. The masonry yard is where you basically get your builders to, they call them laborers in this game, but same thing as builders in other games where you can, your laborers will build your troops. Build your buildings. This is your spell forge. Your spell forge is used to upgrade the type of spells that you can have. We'll go in here and you can see just some of the basic ones that are going to be available. Lightning, rage, poison clouds, a raise dead, so you can resurrect your troops. So a lot of neat in-game battle type of spells that will be at your disposal. Shield will help your troops keep from taking damage, and Fireball is a pretty powerful one as well. The armory is where you will go in to increase the level of your troops. So when you go into the armory, you'll see the upgrade available, and this is why it's important to build your granary and also to build your farms, because in order to upgrade these, you need a lot of grain. So you can see my archers is over 4 million. I'm going to need to upgrade the armory to level 19 before I can upgrade my archers to the next level. But I could upgrade my militia and a couple of the other troops down there. The specialty troops can only be upgraded once you upgrade the type of building that that they live in, that we mentioned a little bit below. So there is one more type of building that I'm going to search for, and it is the medical building. I have several of those. And you can see with expansion, I got to figure out where I actually put the medical building, because not every building is labeled. Go ahead and grab some more food while we're looking. Oh, there we go. They're over here with the specialty buildings. So the medical school is a really neat feature, because what it allows you to do is heal your troops in battle. So once they hit over a certain threshold, it's 85% threshold. Having this medical school will allow you to save your troops and not have to spend gems in order to resurrect them or to rebuild new troops. So there's a pretty good overview of what the city looks like. Now we're going to hit the button over on the left where it says 5 of 27, and we're going to go outside the city. You can see these are some of the floating lands that I have that are under construction, and the numbers that are popping up right now represent victory points. The ruins will give you shards. You can see that I farmed one for shards, but because I have 500 shards in my inventory right now, that is my max. I'll have to use one of them before I can farm the other one, so I'll go back and do that in just a bit. So I want to show you some of the different types of attacks that you can do. This is the most north area here is the solo campaigns, and what this does, it gives you different chapters. It's the gameplay storyline. So you can, this is where the boss is going to be. So you have to do 5 or 6 little battles and destroy those, and then you'll get to the boss fight at the end, and that keeps the story advancing. These floating lands are just for your own personal use. You can attack those, or you can raid them to level up, or you can capture them. You can see the lakes give you a certain output. The forest, you look up top, you can see the output where it says VP. Those are going to give you victory points. The mountains also give you victory points. 723 per hour is what you earn, a total of 2891. And then we're going to look at some of the things that don't give you victory points. This is one of the farms. If you are able to hold the farm, you can get 480 grain per hour. And let's take a look at the mines. The mines is going to give you a certain amount of gold per hour. And there's a capacity, so every few hours you have to click on this, otherwise it's going to cap out until you grab it. And then the last thing we got a lot of questions on is the ruins. So the ruins, it doesn't show you what type, but if you capture that, you'll actually produce shards, and you'll know once you capture it what type of shard you're producing. And every 4 hours, those will pop up for you to farm as well. So the other way that you can attack is attacking actual players. Now you can see it looks like some server lag or something going on with the server here. So all the alliances are not showing up, so I'm going to take a wider view. Looks like we got the issue where only 3 are showing up. But if I were going to attack, I could actually scroll in. These are various players. So for your PvP, you can see some purple. Purple are the actual shields. We'll talk about that later. This is the garrison. So in order for me to attack another player's base, it would cost me 6 warp stones. And the reward is listed right there, 8,000 gold, 7,000 grain. Or I can attack the player's land. You can either raid the player's land or you can capture the player's land. The reward for that was 12,000, and there's some lakes that we can take as well. I'll show you one that's protected. You can see at the bottom where it says land shielded. You can't attack that because it's either been attacked already and it got a a shield, or the player bought a shield to keep other people from attacking. There's one on fire up to the north. It means someone else is attacking him, and he just got a shield. This forest here is actually defended by one of the Titans, and you can see the defense strength is actually stronger than the other ones. It's 43,000, so it's going to be a little bit harder for you to go in and take over. So that gives you a general overview of attacking and some of the floating lands. I appreciate everyone watching. This is called Let's Play Dawn of Titans. There are some more specific videos that show each one of these things that I talked about, so feel free to watch some of the other videos. Subscribe below, and look forward to seeing your comments and seeing you all in game. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.